Hello everybody, and I just thought I would get the guinea pigs out, seeing as it's a lovely day today. It's got clouds in the sky, but the sun's out just behind my house roof, and I thought I'd get out my new playpen which I've got. It's from Bunny Business on eBay, and it costs £34, and I've just got my two girls, Laurie and Lottie, in here, and they're eating some grass at the minute. It comes with this free little green shade, which I love because it's a great idea to have one, because especially in the sun, if you haven't got any breeze and it gets quite hot and the sun's always on them, they can get sunstroke or they can even get burnt. Oh, she had a little sneeze. But yeah, they've got their water bottle out, there's a little tunnel, two of the little chewy balls, their pellet dish and their little hidey and their little hay ball in the corner. Now, I just got them out and I've put this up. My order, I thought it was a bit difficult to put up because it didn't actually come with pins. The pins are what you see here. Those, it didn't come with them. My order didn't come with those in the package, so I thought it was quite difficult to hold it together. But my dad made some pins for temporary, and I emailed the lady who sold me the item, and she got them delivered for me just after Easter when the couriers came back to work. So I've got them now and it fits all perfectly together. This run is a two-person job to put together because you can't put it together like this. You have to have it laying on the ground, well I do anyway, and it's quite difficult to put together. But once it's up, it's very stable. It has these little slide up doors, if you can just see them, on either side, and it's got this big latched roof on the top so you can get in with easy access. So I've just got these out, and apparently later on it may actually start to thunderstorm, so I've just got to keep an eye on the weather and see what happens. But I just got them out anyway while the sun's out, and just to see what happens so far. So I thought I would just go and show you the box that it came in. And this is it. So it's from Bunny Business Pet Supplies, and I'll be back in a second. Okay, so sorry about that. I thought I'd get closer to show you the little gates that slide up, and all you do have this little clip at the top and it slides straight up to let you access to your piggies. This playpen is for the use for guinea pigs, rabbits, cats and dogs and ducks, or any little animal really, except hamsters, because hamsters would escape through these bars. Altogether, it's a great made run as far as I've seen. These are the clips which you can see now, and they go straight down to the bottom to hold it all in place. And altogether, it's a great run, and I'm very glad I got it because it's a big run and it's spacious enough for my two guinea pigs to have a nice little couple of hours outside. So at the minute the clouds are cloudy up, but there's the sun, so the sun's still out, so it's alright. So they're in the garden, and I've kept my guinea pigs off these patches because my dad has been repatching the garden up with some grass seeds, and I don't want the guinea pigs to be eating those little seeds, so I've put them on a bit which hasn't got any. Also, about giving your guinea pigs grass, you don't want to have them on fertilised or any sort of chemicals that have been put on your grass. You don't want them on it because the chemicals can potentially kill your guinea pigs if they do digest it, and the fertiliser, you would have to wait at least 2 to 3 months to reintroduce your guinea pigs on that grass, because of the reason you just don't want them eating it. It's not good for them, and it could potentially kill them in the long run, and it's just not good for their bodies and their tummies. So at the minute my girls are quite liking to hide underneath this little tunnel. They are more hiders and they like to feel sheltered while they're outside, so that's probably why. They are more sheltered guinea pigs. They like to run and hide into the nearest place to hide. They are adventurous, but they like to stay under cover. They do run away if you try and pick them up half the time, because they just don't like being picked up as much as others do. At the minute, they've been out for about 10 minutes now, and they're just getting used to it all. Before taking the guinea pigs out on the grass, if they're not used to it, if they live indoors, then I would leave the window open for a couple of hours before you bring them outside. I would also start introducing them to the grass again by taking a little bunch of grass into them to eat, so their tummies can get reused to the new item that they're eating, as it could potentially upset their tummies if they're not used to it. Getting them in the right temperature, you don't want it too cold and you don't want it too hot. And if it is too hot, you could introduce a sunshade like this, and if not, just keep them indoors or in the shade. You don't want them potentially straight into the sunlight, because the sunlight will damage their bodies and it could potentially give them some bad illnesses such as sunstroke, or they could even get sunburnt if they're skinny pigs. It's more unlikely on furry pigs like this unless they have pink ears. Black ears it's not so much, but on pink eared guinea pigs it's more likely to get sunburnt. So the grass is a great thing for your guinea pigs, as it's fresh and it's always growing, and if you do have it, please try and use your own grass. If you know that you haven't used any chemicals on your grass, then please use your own. Don't use anybody else's grass or parks unless you know for a fact it's had or not had chemicals on it. And if you have put chemicals on it, then you have to wait at least 2 to 3 months with a lot of rain to wash it off before introducing your guinea pigs onto the grass. Okay, so now I'm going to be talking about the length of time you should keep your guinea pigs out on the grass. But really, there's not an actual time limit that you should be doing that. It's completely dependent on you, your schedule, and the weather changes. Because at the minute, it's got more cloudy for me, so the chance of rain is getting higher. But it's still nice and humid still, but I'll take them in if it starts to rain or only look like it. But people keep their guinea pigs out on the grass all day long if they know that the weather's going to be nice. If not, they potentially look at the forecast, see what time it's meant to be getting cloudy or rainy, and then they'll keep them out before that and keep them out till that time. But it's up to you. If you have a water cover for the run, then you could put that on, and then you could keep them out all day long no matter what. It's just completely up to you and your schedule. So it's not like you have a time limit or anything, it's completely and utterly up to you and what you want to do. So my girls are just getting out and coming out to actually on the grass away from the hut a little bit more. So it's quite nice to see. So at the minute they're just going to be out for another about 45 minutes, I think, or until the weather starts to look a bit more grim and dark. They're just getting reused to the outdoors, as they haven't been outdoors for a couple of weeks. So they're just getting reused to it, really. So get all the different noises and the bird calls and stuff like that. It's taking a bit of getting used to. So here's Lottie surveying the grounds, and that is Laurie with a little white nose. So anyway, having the time on the grass is important for their well-being. It's lovely to get out. I mean, if they live indoors, they like to have a bit of floor time as well. Outside floor time. Ugh. So it's always nice to get them out whenever you can. And I like to have a run with a roof on top, so I can leave them and go inside, but still keep an eye on them every so often. But then you're able to leave them a bit more because it's got a roof on, so they're securely in. I do have a run, which I showed you on my other video, which is a fold-out run, which I use for indoors use now because I've got this one. and with that one, and if I had it outside, I was never allowed to leave the guinea pigs due to the fact that if a cat or any animal came near them, it would scare them and they could potentially be dangerous. So I had to sit outside all the time that they were outside, and I keep an eye on them. Other than that, it seems pretty well done, and I really enjoy having them outside in this new run. So I'm really pleased that everything's got sorted with the run now, and they seem to be enjoying the grass. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and it's been quite informative. So thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.